Bad luck.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, viewers. Welcome to the live stream of the match between OBB and Sport S, the National Volleyball League semi-finals. On the stands in the stadium in the old Kampala Arena is the President of Uganda Volleyball Federation, Mr. Sadiq Nasiu Zaid, the Vice President Ahmed Chigundu, Salma Kairunji Otika, and Senyondo Nakana Godwin, the General Secretary. Also in the stands are a few is Miss Eunice Nwabigaba, the Assistant General Secretary, and Mr. Deo Nsereko, who is the Chairman of the Sports Organizing Commission. Yes, I am Lakon Tony Peter. I am going to do the commentary with Luke Einstein, 8it.
Good afternoon to the viewers and listeners.
Yes, and the teams have finished their warm-up, the match warm-up that is accorded to them by international standards. The first referee is going to be Mr. Bukoma Samuel. He's going to be assisted by by Mr. Kelvin Malay, who is the scorer. And going straight to the team lists for OBB is number 3, Odongo Isaac. Number 4, who is the captain also, Chimera Rajab. Number 5 is Muthik Salva. Number 6 is Okare Nathan. Number 7 is Okurut Mark. Number 8 is Adome Hussein. 9 is Ongom Ivan. 10 is Semwanga Martin. 12 is Adunyo Elijah. 15 is Omoding Owen. 20 is Opendi John Bosco. And 19, the libero is Nabanji Sharif. The head coach is Yakan Lawrence, assisted by Senoga Jacob. We have Waguma Yahaya and Timona Chigwenge.
And on the side of Sporters, number 2, Nuahereza Julius. Number 4, veteran Warren Mohanji. Number 5, Damulira Malik. 6, Thon Maka. 7, Otim Dickens, the captain. Number 9 is Muluri Emmanuel. 14 to Mukunde Alan. 15 to Musime Marvin. 17 Kilama Richard. 18 Oboke Marino. 11 Rukundo Johnson. Liberos Thembo John Bosco and Jangole Joseph. The team is coached by Mugisha Benon, assisted by Muhanji Warren and Muchibi Yusuf. Therapist is Mkulu Raymond and Julius Magoma on the medical part of it. So the teams prepare to get on court. And for Sporters, we can see we have Marino, we have Kilama, we have Otim, we have Malik, we have Marvin as well, who are going to start. On the side of OBB, we have Karen Nathan, we have
Chimera Rajab,
yes,
we have John Bosco Opendi, Muthuk Salva, Ongom Ivan, and Elijah. Libero is Nabanji Sharif.
Fire is expected in this game.
Yes. It's set up very well. It's a man's game. Sporters have decided to go with Malik,
yes,
and Marvin,
and leave Mulori on the bench.
Yeah.
Ivan. Interesting stats. I think they're looking at Otim. If they break, Otim goes to service box. Otim had a good service game last time.
Yeah.
Last time out. And JB gets us first ball in the middle to Otim. Good 3-man block by Sporters.
Yes.
I like the way they set it up when the ball is high and they know the middle is not there. They tend to break the 3-man block.
Yeah, and JB tried to cover that ball, but it went spun up over the net and out of bounds.
So Tim Dickens going to serve for Sporters. He goes for Elijah. It will be interesting to see whom they will pick. Good cover by John Bosco. Off the block from Thorn.
Yeah.
We've seen they've already tried to use the middle.
Yeah, a couple of times also, and it's a game of defense. JB has had a couple of nice defensive plays already. Malik also had 1 or 2 that were really nice.
Unfortunately, Thorn seems to have been injured.
Yeah, he could have landed onto the blocker, on his blocker, but that was a good cross-court hit by Ongom Ivan.
But like we said, you look at the way the ball was positioned and the block, he really had no option but to go cross-court.
Yeah.
So the block should be able to buy us and at least try to kill the diagonal.
After his shaky performance against in the past game,
yes,
John Bosco Tembo, the libero of Sporters, is back ahead of Jangole
by Marvin
Yeah.
on Ivan, and he apologizes.
Yeah.
That was a good block.
Yeah. It was a good block, but it was off a good defense from, because the serve was good.
Yes.
It was a simple hit, and they had the chance to do.
Ivan goes cross court, but he goes off court.
And completely above the block.
Above the block.
Yeah.
Yes.
But out.
Sporters with an early lead, 4-1. It's going to be interesting whom they pick. So far we've seen they've tried to pick on Marvin, and here they're picking on Rajab. Yes. Flat it by Marvin, he saw the block.
Yeah.
High, hit it on the block, and it was able to go out.
Nemo have, Sporters have had their hits all come off the block. What OBB is doing is block, but their block is not directed into the court.
Yes. And Salva replies in the middle. That was a good one.
Yeah. And in that case, also the libero was out of position, and it's just going across him to the back. Why don't you start from behind, and then you're able to move? The ball is in front of you.
You're able to see where the trajectory of the ball.
Exactly.
Fly the path of the ball. Salva to the service. Good service.
Very good server. Very good serve. And credit to Malik. He tried to play it in a smooth way.
Yes.
But it was still not good enough.
It was too low.
Shooting to the net. Of course, Sava was one of the people who destroyed them with the serve in the
previous game one.
Yeah. 3-5 OBB versus Sporters.
And again, it's
The next one is completely acing Malik.
And Malik seems not to be comfortable. He's not confident in himself. He should be able to pick that ball.
Now he has to call in, because it was only two receivers. Now Marvin also has to step in, and primarily Malik is in because he should be able to receive.
Good block by Elijah.
Yeah, a very big block. It doesn't give
Jonathan.
any confidence. Just like what happened to Ivan.
Yes.
He was blocked down clean, and now it's the same favor has been returned to Thorn.
Very cool.
On the other side. Greetings to our friends Edgar and the rest who are watching live from Fort Portal. Olum, who is in Mitoma. Hello to you.
We are here in a fully packed arena at World Kampala. The fans are really expecting a good game. Scores are 6-5. He served 3 times.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Unfortunately, the
Yeah.
last one
2
went
aces
off, yes.
almost. Yeah.
Good cover, good fight. Free ball, libero takes control, takes charge. And Malik goes for the hands.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Malik may not try to ground that ball since he knows the blocks are high. So he's most likely going to look for the hands and try to wipe it off the block.
And that ball was set, I think, by default, but it suits him well because it's way off the net.
Yes.
And he can always use the block. If it gets any closer than that, then there is no contest. It goes down.
Down, dead, here. Good touch on the block. Oh, 3-man block.
3-man block for the pipe. It was very obvious, and I think also a bit. I think because Stone was blocked in position 1, they tried him in the pipe already, but they are pressing a panic button so quickly.
So early.
Yeah. The funny thing is that
good pass by Marvin.
yeah, he tried to look for the court, and yeah, he's not going to hit it on court.
You can see coach telling him, no, you can't start making such errors at this time.
Yeah. 7-up. It's already warming up here, and
Yes.
the crowds are excited about it. A few OBB fans clapping.
And Ivan serves it out.
Yeah, it was a case about the toss of the ball.
So Dickens comes to the net, and Kilama goes to serve. Tip by John Bosco.
And Malik was still running to get to position, and I don't know where he was going exactly. But then credit to JB, he looked for the spot
and he
got
actually knew that the Kilama needed to cover that, and it was far off.
Yeah.
From first,
Yeah.
we just put it.
Yeah, intelligent scoring.
Second service in a row by Elijah. He loses the service after Ivan served off. Sporters leading 9-8. Good service.
Good pass by Nabanji.
And Ivan answers it with the backcourt.
Yeah, in between the
one.
block. Yeah, phone flies away, and then the team hasn't reached, and then in between them to the middle of the court. Well drilled ball.
I wonder why he would serve the libero.
I think it's just trying to serve hard over to anyone.
Okay.
It just doesn't matter, but
Okay,
hard.
Good hard service.
Yeah, just a hard service over, not really targeted.
And Nathan, he also has a good service. He has a good float.
Yeah.
And there they receive over. Good fight by the libero, Thembo. Good block by your team. Free ball. Rajab, they received it over, and he decides to pass it over, give Sporters a chance.
Yeah, he's taken off Nathan, who initially served very well.
Yes. I still insist it's much easier to block that ball.
Exactly. Or process it.
Exactly. But credit to John Bosco, the libero, for the fight in him. Free ball, what do they do? Simple shot by Thorn above the block. Not full contact, but effective enough to get the point.
Yeah, scratched it. And yeah. I think the Achilles heels for OBB will be Rajab.
Yes.
Because he's done 3 errors in a row.
And they're looking for him, no, this time. There seemed to be a touch. No, they haven't called it, but it seemed like
there was a touch.
Malik in position 6 was out of position, and he was trying to.
Yeah, and timeout for OBB. Sporters has a 3-point lead, a nice one to begin with.
Yeah, they need to keep the pressure on OBB, because it's a do or die for them. They can't afford to lose this game.
Unfortunately, Yakan is not on the bench for OBB, and that may be a contributing factor to how they're performing right now.
Yes, he's not available today.
Whatever has happened to him, it's very, very discomforting for OBB players, I think.
Yes, should be. You need the captain of the ship to steer the ship in such a moment.
Yeah.
So Malik continues with the service. And Sam calls a rotation foul. And Marino acknowledges, I think, was out of position.
Yes.
They can't avoid such errors at this level.
Yeah. Marino was in 5, and yet he had to be on the other side of Libro. And again, Salim picks that one up.
He never gets it wrong. Simple, but off the block.
So Tim goes to do his second serve of the match.
Sport is leading 13-10. The person in position 6 is really inside.
Yeah,
Off the block and
Yeah,
above him, he couldn't be able
yeah,
to play.
the block has done its job of touching.
Wajab goes to serve. He really followed him. That was
Big block. That's a big block. I know you want to jump because you're a blocker. I know you feel like jumping at that point.
Yes, he really.
And that was a one-on-one block.
One-on-one, he went high enough.
Yeah, and turned in.
Turned the ball inside. His hands penetrated well. Timing was on point. Credit to the blocker. That was a good block.
I think that takes away a lot of confidence from Thorn. Yeah, but that was a clever hit on the other hand by Marvin.
Yes.
Just look for the space and goes into 6 where the defenders where the space is empty.
True. And Thorn goes to serve at 14-12. It was actually going off.
Yeah, good weight by Sharif. Sharif was a player of Ndeje University. Studied there. He was groomed there.
At one point, he used to attack for them.
Yeah.
Do they take Salva off? He served last time 3 times, 2 aces.
Well, yeah, that is a much better pass. Good defense by John Bosco Tembo.
Poppy, but yes.
And deflected, very good volleyball.
Yes.
It's hitting up. The fans are loving it. Both teams are fighting for every single point up until now.
Very true.
14-all. Salva still in the service box. The second serve was a bit slower, but Malik also did a good job of it. And yeah, it's nice to watch.
And you don't want Salva picking a rhythm on his service. And just slightly.
Just out. Yeah, but very good serve.
Almost
very
got
nice.
an ace again.
Yeah.
Spotters have to ensure that when he goes to the service box, they side out immediately.
Yeah. So Marvin goes to serve. Goes to Elijah. Excellent pass.
And
What a hit. So
one block.
yeah, there were 2 blockers, but he
passed
had
in the middle.
he passed in the middle and still the height and
Felt like a free attack.
free attack, yes. But the pass was excellent to begin with.
Yes, true.
Perfect
he received
pass,
it,
yes.
passed, and
And then-
followed it up with a wonderful smash.
Yeah.
Good scoring by Malik
Yeah.
off the block of JB.
Yeah. And also a good set by Marino. He did a jump set
Yes.
and Elijah went up with him, and then Okare went up with the center blocker and then left Malik with the setter.
Good setting.
Another good pass.
This time a good block by Marino. Good scope, good fight, good rally. Ball through. And he
On
goes
the line! Big hit to the line. Very wise hitting.
Interesting volleyball. The fans are loving it.
Yeah.
This time you could see Marino tried to position his block well,
Yeah.
and he was able to stop Elijah.
Yeah.
You don't want the ball landing on your court
Yeah.
hard.
And also defense. The very nice piece, sets of defense by Sporters in the backcourt. I think Malik once and Marvin once. Big, good serve. And then a few
Okay,
pass.
ball.
So where does it go? I think
Good block. Good attack cover. Then he tries to look for the hands and he goes
out.
wide.
Yeah.
The player is trying to signal for a touch, but there was none.
There was no touch. And also, he didn't help himself by not pulling out. When they blocked the first one, he didn't give himself time. He had to pull out and give himself more space because the ball was completely off system. So Marino serves 17, Sporters 16, and almost hit it to the net.
This time, Debbie tries that.
Otim tries the spectacular and spins and hits it to the net.
They had planned to do. Our team should have processed that one. They still had another chance,
Yes.
another opportunity.
Yeah, and they have JB at the front, so
Yes.
it simply had to turn and give the opportunity to
Malik was
Malik.
in
Yes,
position four.
yeah.
Tries to go to cross court and
No.
goes off.
After hitting, Thorn held the ball and then shoot the net.
18 OBB, 17 Sporters. Good serving by Nathan. Getting Sporters off system, or team can't go for the attack.
Good blocking by Salva. Really.
Good
Yeah.
scoring by Thorn.
Yeah, to the line. And Ongom wasn't positioned very well to defend it and used sort of a fist something, and it couldn't get back into play. 18 all.
Good game of volleyball here at the old Kampala Arena. Live stream sponsored by Alcasa Restaurant located in Najana Kumbi.
Malik will definitely try to go to Rajab and put pressure on him because he's the receiver and he's not had a very good game.
That's where he goes and the team netting. A team seemed to have hit the
Yes,
ball out, but
yes.
Somebody netted.
Yes, yeah.
And it still goes back to what we are saying. Which one is easier? You try to smash the ball and you hit it out.
Yeah, and that was Rajab again.
Exactly.
18, 19 for Sporters.
18 for OBB. From out. Good fighting by Sporters.
Off the block.
The fans love that. The fans love that.
Yeah, very hard cross-court hit by Sporters, and now take their lead to 2 points. And JB must be thinking, what should I do next?
Good game of volleyball we are watching.
I think he needs to keep going back to Salva because Rajab is just not delivering the goods.
And
Ongom hits down the line, very hard onto the foot of the libero.
interesting.
And I always wonder why the blockers always leave the line because it's so difficult to defend. You want the attackers, the hard hitters, to go cross court because then there is more time for
Yes.
the defender.
And it's a longer pass, you can see what a person is.
20 all. Yeah,
I want to believe at one point shall see maybe Warren come to see this game off. Very unfortunate for Rukundo Johnson, who has missed these playoffs due to injury.
yeah.
Good Good fighting, good defense. And Marvin hits it.
Yeah, he slowed himself, and he was facing the net sideways, and yeah, he needed the ball to be higher and for him to get because the block still didn't give him a chance. They stayed there. They didn't pull off the net.
Yes. So 21 OBB, 20 Sporters.
Yeah, and the advantage for OBB right now is that JB is serving, and then they have 3 attackers at the net. So they have a good chance that they will be able to defend their serve because their best blocker is at the net.
Yes.
And in Salva.
Yes. And now they add Ivan as well on front court.
Yeah.
Good high block at the net.
Yeah, that's probably the highest block in the series.
Rajab, Salva, and Ivan.
Yeah, almost the same height difference. And I think right now, Marino will try to go to a team. Oh. Yeah, the Sporters players just looked at the ball.
Yes.
No, they assumed it was going to be the ref was going to call for 4 balls. Yeah.
But
And they
you have
just
to play the whistle.
Yeah,
That's
play
what
the
they
whistle.
say.
Yeah, so
like I expected, Warren would have to come in at this point.
yeah.
Good reception on that ball, either in the middle or position 2.
Yeah, and for me, Warren is going to go straight to a team. That's for sure. See? I thought so.
Has the game become too mature for Marvin? It seems he has just gone off at a very crucial moment.
Yeah.
Because I can see now he's being taken off.
Yeah, you can see his body language, how he's breathing, how his facial expression is. Everything seems to be a bit too much for him. But of course, a more experienced
Player
in Emma,
yes.
and whether he's warm enough to go immediately, that was probably out.
Yes, but they touched it.
Yeah. And the team goes to serve.
JB has been able to serve from 2019, from
1920
up to
to
23.
Yeah. So like I told you, OBB had the opportunity, the chance.
Salva goes.
And then they're knocking each other. You can see there's a collision between Emma and Kilama.
Yes.
And the ball is going straight between them onto Warren, who blocks it by putting his hands above his face. But yeah.
Set point, OBB. Sporters just lost it at the last moment when JB went to serve. The service was not very hard.
Yeah.
But they failed to receive well, and two errors by Marvin hitting in the net.
Yes, it's a man's game. It's a man's game. All that is.
I think
OBB serves for the match, for the set,
yes.
and Sporters have to defend and send Thorn to serve and hope that he can serve a few and defend a few. And yeah, 3 match points for OBB.
Set points for
Set points, yes. So Rajab,
to serve.
and to make a contribution, he goes to Emma, and that was a good.
Off the spin.
Yeah.
Salva stayed on the block, and Ivan pulled back to cover. So for the block, they take off Warren and bring back Marino. 22-24.
Yeah.
First set point saved by Sporters. And he serves
it out.
2 errors by Thorn in this set. He has served off.
Yeah, and OBB take it. Still very competitive set, 25-22. They draw first blood, how I expected it.
Yes.
But already Sporters showed some fight, which sets it up very nicely for the next set.
Very true. The other thing maybe spotters need to do is to avoid them receiving with the tips. They especially when they serve Rajab and
Elijah.
Elijah. If
Yes.
they can force them to go for the underarm and try to dig that ball, it probably would do some justice to them. Our viewers joining us, this is the second game between OBB and Sportes, semi-final of the Uganda Volleyball League playoffs. OBB won the first game, 3-0 last weekend. Game 2 today, and OBB takes the first set, 25-22.
Yes, of course, some thinking to do. Not too much for Sporters. I think they'll go back and maintain the same players and let it play on like that.
They need to keep encouraging Marvin. He had some good blocks in that set, and
Yes,
they need
yeah,
him.
yeah. He had and big blocks
Yes,
because he
very
got
big
them
blocks.
against Ongom.
Yes. So they need him back into the game. Towards the end, he sort of went a little bit low, but they need to keep encouraging him. This being his first time playing the playoffs, this stage, he needs to be encouraged a lot because they really need his block, especially.
So far, the refs also doing a good job,
Yes,
keeping
good
it sane, simple, and consistent.
And Sam, as usual, very, very keen on position foul, especially for the, the serving side.
Yeah.
He rarely gets it wrong. Live broadcast proudly sponsored by Alcasa Restaurant located in Najanankumbi.
Thanks to Mr. Ahmed Chigundu for making this live stream happen. So right now, it looks the stands look quite filled. I can't imagine what it will be like when we hit the finals.
The ground has been set for what to expect. Spotters make a change, and Warren this time starts
Yeah,
less of Marino.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
It's very interesting because I think Marino did a good job, and between and Marino defends not only at the net but also court
Yes,
defense.
he had a good cover.
I don't know how much of that is still left in him. This one to make sure that he can keep that level up.
Let's wait and see. Just a matter of time. And he starts us with the service.
Yeah,
They have also gone for experience, I think, in him.
yeah.
He has been at this stage quite a number of times.
In game one, Johnson actually dressed up as if he was going to play, but this time he's just on the top and yeah. So that was an easy serve, overhead pass.
I think
By-
they make it easy when when OBB received with an
Overhead. Yes, especially Elijah. Because
Even me, I was
seems
not
very-
very good at reception, but
but
that one I
overhead,
would
yeah,
do.
you could punch it up somehow,
Exactly.
and it goes to the setter's head, and then it's easy for.
Simple
Yeah.
block was flying. See where he's ending up. Salva.
Yeah.
Was out
he-
of the antenna.
I-
He was flying.
Yeah, I think Warren also needs to get his touch.
Yes.
So he starts by doing outside and unlike the previous time when he went 14 immediately, and he knew they are waiting 14. So it wasn't a very good set, but Malik did a
was able
good
to
job.
score off the block.
Spin, yeah.
What we talked about, big block by Marvin.
Yeah,
He needs to get more of those blocks for spotters.
yeah. It's important that Rajab doesn't crumble, that he stays trying to get his rhythm eventually. But
Very
he's running out of time to do that because they'll keep picking on him.
Yes.
They'll keep picking on him. So he got to go to serve. Maybe a good serve can trigger his performance to come back.
Yes, let's hope. Good. Scratched by Thorn, but very effective in this particular case. He's able to get the points, going cross court, position 1.
Yeah, if I'm OBB, I won't be too worried. I would only worry about breaking very quickly, so that Warren can come to the front court
And try to capitalize on
yes,
that.
yeah.
Good block now. This should be the strongest block for spotters. Tall.
Again, overhead pass,
And
then no chance for
contest.
no chance for Kilama against Salva.
You see, even the previous serve when they served Rajab, yes, he did receive high, but he received it close to position where JB had no option but to set for him, and they were able to block.
Exactly.
As opposed to overhead pass reception. This time, Salva serves long ball off court.
Yeah, he didn't look for the diagonal completely because normally he goes really to the corner.
Yes.
This time he went to the baseline, and then it's a shorter distance technically. So Thorn to serve. He runs over Warren, and I think Warren is pointing at Nathan, saying Nathan netted, but Kilama just bumped into Warren. He didn't know what, because he jumped with a quick, and then he came down, trying to get his balance, and then it was impossible for him. Good jump serve by Ongom.
Simple by Marvin, and it's goal.
Yeah, I think there's a big problem because Rajab, who is backcourt, should move in to receive that free ball to the right. The libero receives to the middle, and then Elijah receives to the side. But then it was only the libero moving, and that's too much space.
Yes. Second serve in the net. When you're trying to catch up, then you serve in the net. A little bit discouraging for your team.
Yeah, I saw the reaction of Mugisha. He gnashed his teeth and he didn't look very.
You don't need those errors now. And Elijah returns the favor.
Yeah,
By serving off court.
yeah. I think he needs to toss that ball a bit higher and get it more in front of him. So Kilama goes to serve, Otim comes to the net, and pretty much it's been point for point.
Yes. Exactly. Finally, somebody has listened to what we have been saying.
Yeah,
and he
do
blocked
that
the
simple
ball.
thing, and that's Malik of all
Yes.
people.
You see what we talked? Serve Rajab, force him to underarm dig that pass that ball, and it becomes a challenge for them.
Is Kilama going to repeat the same thing?
He goes for it.
Again.
Same thing. And somebody is at the net. Yes, Nathan. You can see there's JB seems to want somebody to come in. He's calling for Mark to come and I think receive. So they have taken Rajab.
Yeah, now.
Two receivers.
Yeah,
Interesting to see what he's going to do.
Well, yeah, they got that one opportunity to pass, and they passed it and yeah, made something of it.
Six, 8. Setting foul by Warren, called for a carry. Try to backset for team.
Okari Nathan goes to serve. Interestingly, he serves like Salva, straight to the diagonal. So that goes to Malik and and Marvin to the corner. Exactly how I said it.
Free ball. Where does JB put the ball? Exactly where Warren is.
Yeah, and by far not convincing from.
Good cover by Warren. And Salva down the middle.
Yeah, I think at that point Otim was anticipating a set outside and he was running to the outside. So he got a bit late, got caught out in blocking in the middle.
And JB must have seen him like.
Yes, he has a good eye.
Yes.
JB did most of his setting in Nkumba. He's lucky that he learned from me and Guy Albert.
AKA Yellow Banana.
Yes, Yellow Banana, who is, oh my goodness.
And JB blocks him.
Yeah.
He tried to look for.
You can see JB is a bit fired up for that.
Yes,
I
he is.
thought that was a carry from Warren. He really held that ball for very long.
Yes.
And nice thing is OBB are not making any meal of it. But that, I think Salim should be, he should be calling that because that was held very long, really, very long.
It was clear.
When you hold the ball and it gives you an advantage, that's a carry.
Yeah.
Again, same thing, and then a few pass.
By conclusion. Good waiting by your team. That was a good anticipation. Ivan is calling for a net, but I don't think that was.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to
Justify
cover his error.
Good anticipation by your team.
Yeah, but I think that is really, you push that ball to the corner, or you cannot play it to the middle of the net very easy like that. You're giving a blocking drill to, to the opponents.
Sometimes as middle blockers, we tend to wait. Somebody might put it and you say they are setting. And Warren serves an F. He actually knows that they're trying to hide Rajab and is forcing the ball there.
It's hitting up, eh?
Yes, it is. Dropping service from Warren. Tactical.
Yeah, good conversion. He's come back stronger than that.
Yes.
Ongom, after that, really high school era.
Game 2, OBB 10, Sporters 10.
Salva waiting.
Yes.
Warren trying to join. Just like I said, he's
Yes.
not comfortable with the set. He's going to try to hold it, but it's not really coming off.
Yes, but good Ivan is also reading. He's expecting the ball. So even in that incident, he had
He
tried
was,
assisting.
yes, he was helping.
Yes.
So what do you expect the next ball out to?
Yes. In the middle, down the middle, confirm.
Yes, confirm.
Warren has.
Yes, that's what everyone is thinking.
Yes.
The ball is going out, and then
he has the confidence to put it in the middle.
yeah, because the pass was good.
Yes,
The pass was good. The serve was a bit slow and easy. So 11 up. Malik goes to serve for Sporters.
Still overhead.
And still Salva is tormenting Otim and Sportes down the middle. It's continuous. I think at one point they might have to ask Thorn to come and help
in the middle.
Yes, to join
For the
so that
height.
there's a two-man block or something. But right now, it's free spiking for Otim. For Salva rather, against Otim. Salva off the net. And he pockets it.
And this is where Sporters need to be to maximize because they have a high block.
Yeah.
What service? Why? Try to play it off the block. And Elijah does the simple things.
Yeah.
They had the chance, a free ball, good service by your team. He received it over the net.
Overpass by Rajab.
And Kilama couldn't kill the block.
And that's what OBB have to do. They have to keep trying to support Rajab now that they don't have Kelvin.
Yes.
They have to just keep supporting Rajab to keep him in there because he'll be very important for them.
And the serve is
just above Warren. Look, if you look, so Warren hasn't turned. The eyes are not on the ball. We say keep your eyes on the ball. So you take your eyes off the ball just once, boom, ace.
Exactly.
Suddenly, 14-12.
Timeout Sporters. OBB leading 14-12.
So Salva goes to serve. Can he do his good diagonal serve? Luckily for Marvin, he's at the front zone. So, but if
this time the net gets the better of him.
Yeah, Thorn is very happy that the ball that Salva was going diagonal. Salva didn't. If OBB had seen actually that Thorn was coming in to receive as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have loved for them to see such situations quickly and go to him.
So they bring Mark or Rajab for reception. Off Warren's block, Elijah.
Just hit the top of the block. Very clever hit.
If you saw the last service Warren did, just a simple one with it, dropping within the 3-meter zone, and it gave them a problem by forcing them to
at that point they were still talking to the ref.
Exactly.
And they paid the price for that. Ongom with a big one, a big jump up. Goes to
Malik asked to be
sub
taken off, and Alan, in comes Alan to Mukonde.
Yes.
OBB picking up a lead right now. Good attack. Good effort, good fight. Good attack by Thorn. Good reception by Tumukonde. He has done his part. He has done his part.
Yes.
Came to.
That's what you want your bench to do.
Exactly.
To be able to come in and make their contribution, nice pass, and finished. So he served his last one in the middle of the net, but before that he served actually very well.
Yes. And Ivan hits it in the net.
Yeah, he hit it a bit slow. And,
He was trying to be too careful.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good serve from Marvin, reducing the gap to 1. 15 Spotters, 16 OBB. A nice pass, second time perfect. And Elijah off the block once more.
Of course, Debbie is looking at him because when Warren is on front court, he has an advantage. 2-point game, 17-15.
Yeah.
And he serves it in the net.
Yeah, he tosses the ball too low, and he's not aiming at hitting it well. He needs to toss it high and get a good jump on it.
Yes, that's true.
So Rajab comes back in for Mark, who also did his part in doing the receiving.
Good cover by. Good fight. Good attack cover by your team. By falling down the
I think JB went and complained about the carry a bit of Warren, and Salim declined the request.
17-17.
Yes.
And it goes through.
Yeah. Goes through, it was off the net. And at this point in time, so
Yes.
Warren is a bit, he's going to try to do something sinister. I am very sure about that.
Yes.
Try to do something sneaky. They call it being sneaky. Over this way or something.
And he always does that. Good fight by the libero, by John Bosco. Ivan, who hits it out.
Yeah. But
That
a
was a
beautiful
good fight.
set.
Yes, very
Beautiful
good.
set by Okare.
Very good.
Yeah.
Credit to John Bosco, the libero this side.
Yeah, to keep
Who
the ball
put
in.
an effort and dived and played that ball, kept the ball in play. Good fight.
Good defense from
The ball.
good rally.
Good
Don
rally.
still going.
Yes! And it goes through the block.
Yeah. It was off the net. Yeah.
The players of OBB seem to think the ball didn't cross,
Yeah.
but it actually went through the block.
Yeah. But I think there is a lot of advantage play with the setting.
For Warren?
Yeah. Yeah. But they have to hold the ball. They have to make sure they can pass the ball nicely so that he goes to Salva. Which
Good
they've
defense.
done.
Yes, and
Good,
Don
good,
seems to
good.
have hit it up.
A 3-man block.
Yes.
And-
Don seems to have hit it up at the right moment.
Yeah.
Timeout OBB.
Yeah. 2018.
We have a good game
Yeah.
we're watching here.
Yeah. And it comes just from the fact that Rajab is not scoring to kill the ball.
Yes.
Yeah, so that puts pressure. JB has to look for Ongom,
Ivan.
yes, at the back.
Or Salva if
Yeah.
the pass is good.
Yes, but the libero for Sportes,
Yes.
Tembo John Bosco, has done two vital plays, defending, covering the attack, and also defending a hard hit ball.
Yes. Today he has arrived. In the previous game, he was game one. He was not that effective, but today he's here for the fight.
Yeah.
2018, Warren serving.
Yeah, and Rajab is speaking with the ref a little bit.
He could be complaining about the setting.
Yeah. Yeah, so here we go. Warren still serving from 18-19. And JB blocks that off Thorn and a free pass.
On the middle, pipe.
Yeah, pipe.
And he goes-
Oh, excellent pass. But Otim was there, Thorn was there,
Yes.
but he turned a bit to the right. I think Otim went more to the line. And
Exactly.
yeah,
He saw the block. That
he
is
saw the
good.
space. Yeah. So they've traded leads in this set 2 or 3 times. And Salva again stops Otim. And I think they're telling him, please don't put the ball to the middle. That's what Mugi seemed to be telling
Yeah, because
Warren.
if you look at the other two rallies, Thorn was there and he was able to score.
Yeah.
So you need, when the player is in the mood, keep
Yeah.
him in the mood. Let
Yeah.
him give you the point.
Yeah, so very nice match to watch. It's certainly excited the fans here, and I hope the viewers as well, watching in the comfort of their homes and so on and so forth.
Fully packed arena at Old Kampala.
And thanks to the live stream, thanks to Alcasa Restaurant in Najanankumbi.
20 apiece. Second set. Sporters versus OBB.
So JB goes back to serve, and I think it's inevitable that Warren has to go to Thorn.
Yes. But trust Warren, he can still put that ball in the middle, and everybody expects.
Good block
block
by
by-
Ongom. He really reached up.
Block out.
Yes. Yeah, a nice high set from, and it went more to the outside
Yes.
from Salva. It went to the, but it started, it all was initiated by how high Ongom reached
Yes, for the
to
block.
stop, yes,
Thorn, yes.
to stop Thorn.
We can see VVC players entering the arena for the next game. And Marvin scores in position 2.
No, that was Malik actually.
Sorry, Malik, yes, I beg your
Yes.
pardon.
And also simply because Rajab is not paying attention. Because he was facing one direction. When an attacker approaches a ball in an angle, that one is easy to block because
Yes,
you know where he's
he's
going.
going.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying earlier on, do they actually look at the attacker?
Salva again, yeah, doing the damage against
Down the middle, against
yeah,
the team.
yeah.
22-21.
The beauty for them is that it's only one rotation and Salva, they'll see Salva's back into
Yeah,
the
exactly.
service zone. Only if he doesn't also do a lot of hard serving there.
OBB is running away with this game.
Yeah, giving themselves a kind of cushion and looking good for the money.
Yes.
But Spotters are also improving on their pass.
Good power by
Yeah,
by
Marvin off Ongom between the hands and then deflected out Yeah, but I think for me, I would be all over that referee.
Yes.
For
the
that,
setting?
yes,
For Warren.
yeah, because that is a very unfair advantage.
To
Yeah,
the team.
yeah. Otim, a good server, of course.
Down the middle.
And over the block, completely over the block, and there is just no answer for Salva.
Yes.
Good enough they're seeing his back to go and serve, but they have given themselves an opportunity of 2 match points,
Yes.
with also a good attack at the net.
Yes, a good one. And a fairly good block.
Yeah. Who does he go to? Marvin or Thorn?
Thorn.
I think it goes to Marvin. You're right.
Direct.
Yeah.
Yes. The ball passed through the playing zone of the Sportes makes a double substitution.
Yeah, all these guys have to do is focus on receiving and make sure they score. That's all. Make sure you pass, and it's Marino serving. So
I think they're going to take Marvin to block in position 4 where Ivan is.
yeah, but for me, the most dangerous person right now is Elijah.
Good service, good service. And he scores off the block.
Yeah, it filters through. The block is not assured. OBB seal the 2 set lead, and they're looking good for the money. Spotters fought hard, but it's just not good enough. And OBB keep a foot into the finals of the National League Volleyball Playoffs.
Yes. Sportes versus OBB second game. OBB leading by 2 sets to 0 against Sportes. What answer does Sportes get for OBB? I still think that they should put the pressure on the underarm pass for OBB to help to disorganize the movement in the middle and probably improve on their block. They started the block well, but towards the end they lost it. Then the coach of Sportes would think you switch for team
It's the same thing. I don't think there's a difference because whether it's Kilama or the last ball that Salva hit before going to the serve,
Yes,
it was Kilama, and it was completely above him. For Tim, at least he's trying to hit to the side.
Okay.
No, he's not hitting. He's trying to beat Tim by going to the angles.
Yes.
This to 5 or 1. But for Kilama, it was just straight over and with full force power. That was very devastating.
Food for thought, they could also have once in a while have Thorn in the middle
Yeah.
to block,
Yeah.
but to disorganize the option of attack.
Yeah. In transition.
We are waiting to see what the coach has for us.
Yes. That is a very masterly display from Opendi, John Bosco. He's really kept them calm. He's kept the hot players hot. Yeah, and he's tried to, make the right decisions for them to score at the right time.
That is very right. You need your setter to be able to make those decisions during the critical moments, to make the right decision. Good fight.
Yeah, good fight.
From
Very good.
Sportes.
Yeah, this is by far a much better game than the previous one.
We actually thought maybe that it would be a disadvantage by Warren coming because of the height, but it has actually been a good fight from
Yeah,
Sportes.
yeah. It has been a very, very, very good match. And they will go back and try to do the same thing. You can see he's icing himself. It's really
The heat, it's getting heated up here. Volleyball. Interesting. Very good volleyball to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like also how both teams have tried to use their bench in a bid to maintain the type of performance they're having,
Yes.
and which is good for the crowds eventually.
Sporters versus game 2 of the volleyball playoff semifinals. If OBB wins this game, they automatically qualify for the finals. If Sporters wins, then there is a game 3
Tomorrow. Yeah, and the game 3 will be tomorrow, so there is not too much time to recover. I also noticed that Kiplagat Kelvin is missing for OBB.
Yes, he actually is.
The outside hitter, the receiver attacker, and I think that is majorly the reason why Rajab stays in despite having a very
Not a very good day
tough
today.
time. Yeah,
Yes.
he's having a very tough day.
But Elijah has stepped up. He has played quite well for OBB.
Yeah.
And Emma comes in for Marvin. The Sporters go for maturity now.
Yeah, now they want to. When you look at how Marvin is, how Emma is postured, you look at him, you wonder whether he's you see him thinking, he's deep in thought.
Yes.
And for me, it's not about the attack, but it's about the block.
Yes.
Because
B?
yeah, and I'm waiting eagerly to see that dumping moment.
It will come.
The quarter ball. I see it. I smell it.
It is going to
I
come.
smell it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Position
Touch.
1, yes, there was a touch.
The coach didn't see it, but the touch was from Elijah.
Warren serves at 1 apiece. Serves of court.
Yeah.
Fighting and service errors. Sometimes it costs the team a lot.
Yeah, you can see that the Sport S look intimidated by looking at OBB. You look at them, it's you see them, it's not. Yeah, that's
Good.
what Emma will give you.
Yes,
That's
off
what
the
we
block.
expect. Yeah, we expect him to do. He also has a decent serve on a good day.
Yes, he does.
So off the block, 1-on-1, off.
Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah.
And the serves to Elijah was a good pass and
Oh, and
fire.
yeah, and Otim and Thorn had
Expected
teamed
it,
up
yes.
had teamed up for Salva, and it goes out, and it's one block, and
Good
Yeah,
riddance by
absolutely.
David. Good
Yeah.
riddance.
yeah. Yeah, too fast for Warren. It's into the net. It doesn't have the body and the legs
to run for it.
Yeah, to run and jump over it. Yeah, JB has to play that ball a bit higher. But a good serve from Salva, because it forces, when it comes very fast, even overhead, you have to pinch it
yes.
and go upwards. Or yeah, now that's much better.
Oh, good spike by Malik.
Yeah,
in
between the block,
yes,
to the diagonal.
between Ivan and Nathan.
Actually, between Ivan's hands, I think.
In between his hands.
Yeah. So they used to call it cow blocking.
Cow?
Cow blocking.
Cow blocking.
You know, the horns of the cow. So the ball passes between the horns of the cow.
Okay. Interesting. The ref seems to be having an issue with the libero substitution. Spotters 3, OBB 4. Set 3, 2 sets in favor of OBB. Your team going to serve.
Okay, Nathan, a very good set from JB off the block of Kilama. Yeah, it's 1-on-1, hit the block. It's in men's volleyball. It's very common that the ball is hit off the hands, you score off the hands,
Right.
as opposed to hitting the floor.
Ground that ball.
Yeah. So Ivan Ongom with his jump serve.
He has not been as effective with his jump serve as in the first game 1.
Yeah.
As we just talked about it, he serves off court.
Yeah. You see, the jump serve is very delicate. It's also about how you toss the ball. If you get a rhythm, then it sticks there, and then that kind of motion to execute is the same. If you get it wrong once, then it's continuous.
Good fight from Spotters. Thorn couldn't move for that ball.
Yeah, it's just right there. He has a big frame. When a player is that big, as big as Thorn, he has a wide wingspan.
True.
Which means if making one dive forward, he covers a lot of space. Where me, I have to run.
Yes.
But then I get it there and he stands watching.
And you are very good at the cover. Good pass. Set by Warren was a little bit low.
And good defense.
What does Ivan do?
Over the block, to the diagonal. Yeah, very good defense by Nabanji to defend that ball. And that was a pretty good rally of volleyball.
Yes, do you see Spotters catching up?
Yeah, they're still very much in the game.
They seem to be getting a little low.
They're still very much in the game. And now the question is, who can you bring to change the game? It has to be the setter.
Yes.
So, are they going to remove Warren? I don't think they'll risk because he has, that one he really held it.
Carry from Sam.
Yeah.
Warren goes to talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think that is right because he's not the captain.
Yes,
so he's not supposed to go to the ref.
Yes.
And that's what I'll say. The refs, even JB went there and spoke with him. You don't allow the players to go.
When the captain is on court.
Yes. So, yeah, you want to maintain that protocol.
Yes.
Keep the right people doing the right things all the time. So that was
Elijah who jumps up.
He's made. I don't think he's served in the whole of this match.
Yes, the last time he was trying to serve two.
Yeah.
Good blocking by.
Nathan tried to set it and then he got bumped by JB a little bit. Got nudged. JB nudged him a little bit. He was off balance and it could have so easily been a call for a double.
Malik serves 6-8. Rajab over Warren.
Yeah.
Careless.
Yeah.
I know he wanted probably to look for the hands, but
he wanted to go for the hands, but yeah.
And not good news for Spotters. Salva gets back onto the front court.
Yeah, and Nathan is serving, also a pretty good server.
Yes, who serves towards position 5. Deep 5.
Yeah, the good news for Spotters is that Emma seems comfortable in his reception, so yeah, not good enough for the quick.
Thorn tries to dump the ball.
Yeah, he made the decision way too early.
Yes.
It was way too early and it was bound to be an error. And a timeout for Sporters, who are getting out of sorts.
Yes, when you look at the body language of the Sporters players, do you see any fight in them?
No, they still have a chance. That is still, they've come back from a bigger margin.
Yes.
But then the question for them is, who are they bringing in to make that change? Who are they bringing in to make that change? That positive change, so that they can actually be able to mount the counter. Because on the bench is only Marvin and the two setters and Alan, who they'll bring to do a reception play. Yeah.
OBB building on a lead, 10-6.
Yeah, but the danger for OBB is that complacency can creep in very quickly.
Very true.
So they must have to remain very concentrated and focused.
Blocked by JB.
Yeah.
Who directed
Very
the
weighted.
ball, yes.
And that's not a very high block, but the timing of the blocking is the
Very
thing.
important. In blocking, timing is very important.
Yes. However short the block is, if they time it well, then that is.
And a buyer sometimes attackers, when they see a short block,
They want to pin. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you see Tony blocking and you're like, how did he block me?
Yeah. You pin it and I'll get you.
Yes.
Very good hit from Kilama. He went straight and then on the swing, he turned a bit to his right and Salva remained still. So it deflected off the hands and down.
7-11. Kilama serving.
Yeah. Out.
This time it was a
Salva.
little bit low for
Yeah.
him. You can see him
Yeah.
signaling to.
Even the
set
pass,
that
yeah, even the pass was a bit low. But Elijah and the libero have done all the receiving.
Yes,
They've gotten rid of Rajab, and then now they're a bit stable in what they're doing.
But if you have a good server whom you can bring here to position 5,
Yeah, and then they correct the mistake
Exactly.
immediately.
Yes. What I was saying, they have two receivers, and if you looked at the position of Sharif, if
Yeah.
you have a good server who can come to position 5 and pace it down to 1,
Yeah,
it disorganizes the reception.
yeah. Even if he stood and hit it straight line, 5-1. Yeah,
Yes,
5-1.
exactly.
Or yeah, even if you're doing diagonal, it's still bad enough for.
Off the block from
Good hit.
Thorn.
Yeah, good hit from Thorns. And Warren goes to serve, chasing a three-point margin.
Over the block.
Above the block, down onto the court. No chance for the defense.
No chance for the defense.
And the defense also remained flat-footed because they couldn't tell where to go.
Yes.
But that was a well-calculated and tailored ball for Ongom because it was the right height. He picked and got it at the right height and pinned it down. So Rajab to serve and goes out. And for me, Rajab has been very disappointing because he's out of reception. He's not blocking anything. He's not attacking anything.
And you can
now
even
he
see-
has to contribute with the serve
And
at least.
his,
Yeah.
even his body language you can see.
If I were,
And Emma returns the favor. You
That-
were chasing.
yeah, that for me, Emma is someone who is not ready to play the game. Who didn't read anything from the first two sets that were played.
Yes.
And then Salva goes to him and
And his communication problem still.
yeah,
he,
but
he
Rajab
seemed,
is right in the middle of the court, in front of.
actually, David would have played it, but he thought he was going to play it and he let it go.
Yeah. I think that's it. It's 11-14 because they've just traded points. No one has made a point on their side. Yeah, but that was a let off from.
Team goes to him. One hand set by JB, and Nathan hits it off court. If you look at Rajab, he really feels like he's not really in the game.
Yeah, they've cut the lead to 2 points.
And they go back for him. Good.
Yeah.
The second ref calls crossing for Elijah. Rajab is taken off, and our receiver is brought in mark. 13-14.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, good block by.
14-all.
Yes, finally, good. They have been able to stop him.
Yeah, I think also you don't want someone to make 4 points like that. What are your timeouts for?
Sure.
You have to use your timeouts, and they've just given brought Spotters back into the game because it was 13-9. That's.
And it's now 14-all.
Yeah.
Good serving from our team. A free ball, what do they do? It had actually gone off, but a net fault.
Spotters taking the lead for the first time, and
Yes.
a few fans a bit happy about it.
Interesting about our fans, when you're losing, they are very quiet.
Yeah, they're very quiet.
Off the block.
Yeah.
That was a good service run by your team.
Yeah.
15 apiece. Ivan goes to serve on home. On ball on, yes. Position 2 by Thorn, and Spotters makes a
Double sub.
substitution.
Yeah.
And Julius has the first test of this match.
Yeah.
Julius
Ahead of
Thorn.
Marino.
Yes, ahead of Marino.
Yeah, it's.
Then Marvin for Warren. Good scoring for Marvin.
Yeah.
Good serve from him.
Yeah.
Elijah couldn't.
You see?
Receive
Yeah,
it
he's
well.
done a lot of receiving.
Yes.
But exactly what I told you. It was a case of complacency. They've been a bit complacent, and their 4-point lead has been watered down to chasing 2 points.
Deficit.
Yes.
And you wouldn't want to give a team a chance. Spotters had seemed to have given up, but now the belief has come back.
Yeah.
And they are now willing to fight, and they are showing that they can actually fight.
Yeah. So Julius serving for Spotters.
Goes for Mark.
Out.
Down the line by Elijah, and he hits it off court. 3-point lead for Spotters.
Yeah. Yeah, this is when they need a leader.
True,
OBB.
for OBB, very true. Like you can see the captain of Scott is.
But they still look calm.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they're not very shaken. And Julius Nuahere is a former Nkumba player as well. So Nkumba has Nuahereza, Otim.
Good service.
The two liberos,
Yes.
and Marino.
Simple ball by Ivan in position one, the backcourt. He's
Yeah.
able to score down the line.
Yeah.
How does Sportes respond to this? Rajab back in for Mark.
Yeah, Mark is not very happy about going out.
It seems he wanted to play at the front court as well.
Yeah.
(16) OBB, 18 Sportes. And it's long from Marvin.
Yeah.
Good service. Not very hard though, but
Yeah, but just good enough to keep them playing.
and substitution for Sportes. Alan Tumukunde comes in for Muroli Emma. One-point game, 17 OBB, 18 Sportes.
Yeah, the ball was going over. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there's no way they can leave it because it's almost halfway across.
Yes, true.
So it's anyone's ball. It's in space, no man's.
One of the former setters in Okello used to say, when you jump, you will just play it on your hand and make it look like you blocked it and they
Yes.
call a foul.
Yeah,
Okello Sam.
yeah. Yeah, he's now in the US.
US or UK?
Yeah. Also, yeah, they were in Old Kampala, and it's very unfortunate that the club died. Game is tied at 18-all. OBB back. Sporters have given away the
3 points lead.
yeah, the 2-point lead it had. Alan came in to receive.
But they haven't served him actually.
He's coming to receive for
Emma?
Emma, yeah. That was
going
out.
off.
Yeah,
And this is the same thing which happened in the first set.
yeah.
At this point, how does Marvin handle the pressure? So they take him off and Malik comes to receive. And this time
Yeah.
Elijah serves it in the net.
Yeah, and I don't think he even knows why he's serving in the net.
I don't think.
Because he serves and then but it's simply because he's not tossing the ball high enough.
And he's actually passing it. Even the ones which have gone,
Yeah.
which have crossed, he's just been passing them over. Emma back for Alan for net defense.
Yeah, and I think they'll be trying to stop Ongom because JB in his sober mind is going to go to either Ongom or
Ongom.
yes. Yeah.
And Rajab is blocked.
Again, he's trying to look for the court
Yes.
instead of, and he's not giving himself the angles to make sure that he can score. So Sporters take the lead, 2019.
Malik to serve. Good service. 4 balls, 2-point lead for Spotters.
Yeah, it was kind of forced.
Yes.
It was forced. JB forced it because Rajab is not scoring. Yeah.
So he has only 2 options. He has Nathan in the middle or the backcourt for
Yeah.
And they serve to Nathan and ref calls for a carry.
Timeout. Yeah.
This will be very dangerous for OBB if Spotters takes this set. They will come with more of belief and fighting in them, and yet OBB seems to be going on the low.
Yeah.
This would be very dangerous for OBB. The
Yeah.
plus as you talked about.
It's coming to the fore.
Exactly.
Yeah, Rajab shouldn't be looking for the court. He should be looking to score cleverly, or just get the ball over,
and
use
then-
the hands.
And they're able to defend.
Yeah. Yeah, second timeout for OBB. They go back trailing 3 points. And now it's a very difficult situation for them.
Yes, it is. Malik continues with his service. And as usual, the fans of Spotters are back.
And now Rajab steps back to receive a bit.
Does he change? But he has been serving towards position 1. And he maintains it. And Rajab hits it hard, but down the line, of course. And he can't be taken off because he has already been substituted. What does JB do now?
They have already subbed him, so there's no way he can.
Yes,
can play that.
and his body language is communicating something. He's not in the game himself.
23 Spotters, 19 OBB.
Like I said, this is going to be very dangerous for OBB.
Yeah.
The belief is going to be in Spotters, set point Spotters, good positioning of the block. Like we talked about Malik, that's what he can give to you. 24-19.
And it was 19 all.
Yes.
5 straight points.
And you can see Ivan even raises his
Full
arm.
power, yeah.
20-24. 4 set point to Spotters. Nathan serving to stay in the set for OBB.
Yeah, so OBB brings a blocker.
For JB.
Yeah.
Where does Julius go at this particular moment? I think he's going to give that ball to
Marvin. Marvin.
Okay. I think we would go for Emma.
Yeah, I think he's looking to go to Emma because Rajab hasn't blocked a single ball.
And Spotters takes the hit down the line by Emma. We have a game in hand.
Yeah.
We still have a game in hand.
Yes, absolutely.
It's very dangerous when a team comes from behind.
Yeah,
Like
the subs for Spotters have done a good job of getting them playing a bit and getting the lead back and keeping the lead.
Yes, that's very true. Good fight from Spotters.
Yeah.
That's when we thought that
Yeah.
it was going to be a walk in the park for this set.
Yeah, it
They
was
stepped up.
it was a case of Rajab collapsing, and he made sure that OBB collapsed with them.
Yes, I can see the
And-
coach is trying to talk to him. I think trying to cheer him and get him back into the game.
Yeah,
Explain to him that he needs to step up.
yeah. Yeah, going to be a very nice fourth set.
Yes,
Spotters have go with the same momentum. They will probably get a lead and keep the lead.
yes, they will. And with the maturity in them as well, I think they should be able to handle this.
Yeah.
Game 2 between Sportes and OBB.
Yeah.
OBB leading 2-1 at the Old Kampala Arena, fully packed with fans. And this live stream is proudly sponsored by Alcasa Restaurant, located in Najanankumbi.
For those who missed earlier on, we had Nemo Stars making it to the finals of the playoffs after a 3-0 sweep, clean sweep of Nkumba.
Yes.
And Ndeje came from behind to beat KCCA to tie level the series at 1 apiece.
Yes.
And after this, there will be another big clash where Sporters will be fighting for their lives once again, just like the men, the women against BBC.
Who took the first game 3-1.
Yes.
Interesting to see what the coach of OBB does. Do you still leave Rajab in, or you try another player, maybe in Mark?
Yeah. I think it has reached a point that he has to play Mark.
Yes.
Because Rajab has just failed to click up totally.
One of those bad days you have as a player.
Yeah.
Fourth set about to start between Sporters and OBB. OBB leading 2-1. Game 2 of the semi-finals of the National Volleyball League playoffs.
So yeah, as we predicted, Mark comes in.
Yes, for Rajab.
Yeah, but what I would think, Mark should not move next to JB.
Yes.
Because he's a weaker attacker. It should be actually Elijah.
True. I've seen that as
Yeah.
well. So this Sporters maintains the last lineup with Julius starting this time. No, Julius starts this set in place of Warren. Marvin back to the bench.
And they'll aim to use that double sub again.
Yes. So Kilama serves us into this set. And down the middle, JB goes for Salva, who smashes it above the block and is able to make that point.
Yeah.
At this point, they would need him back in the game. The previous set, he didn't really work so much for them. Good attack by Emma down the diagonal. They expected the ball in the middle. You would see Salva stayed waiting for Tim. And a jump set by Julius to position 4, which was killed by Emma. Good cover by Malik. That's good fight. Good fighting, good cover. And that's a form. Double touch.
Double touch.
By the center.
Yeah, 1-2.
Good fight by Malik on the backcourt.
Yeah.
Being able to dive and keep that ball
He's
up.
making his contribution.
Yes.
When they need him to score, he will score 1. They don't give him too many, maybe
Yes.
1 or 2 in a set, but that's it. And then he has to receive well and then defend and block.
Ball set so off the net and unfortunately, Thorn hits it into the net.
I'm wondering, I would have liked to think that Sportes would have started with Warren.
I thought so too.
Because Julius, well, maybe he's too tired to to go on.
Off the block
Yeah.
at station position very well, but
Yeah.
he just hit the ball flat at the top on
Yeah.
the hands and off it goes off court.
Yeah.
Two Sporters, 3 OBB. Fourth set. Good block from Sporters. Salva through the middle, in between Otim and Thorn. Much as Thorn tried to join.
That has always been the story of the day.
Yes.
It's Salva passing the same way, the same for the one set that was very low in the previous. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he serves in the middle of the net and shows his frustration by hitting the ground.
Yeah, but also that was because he tossed the ball a bit too low.
Yes.
Yeah, so he has to toss the ball much higher, and then he can be able to serve it better.
It works.
4 up. The team serving.
We had a good service in the previous set.
Yeah. The crowds are lifting Sporters a little bit.
Yes, true. Good blocking by that was Kilama.
Yeah.
Was able to get Ivan. Ivan apologizes to the team.
Yeah.
He knows he should have done better.
Yeah.
When the crowds for the team that is trailing, you don't want them to pick a rhythm
Yeah.
because it will lift their spirits.
It seems funny that it's almost like the entire gym. Now that's the height of the ball he needs. You see the difference?
Yes, yes.
Now there he picks it very so that one gives him a lot of time to hit it from his maximum. You're exploiting the player's potential.
Yes. Ivan goes to serve. Good pass by. Okay, free ball. Malik shows his intention and hits the ball off court,
Yeah.
but JB nets.
Yeah.
Interesting, Malik knows that the block is there, so he's not looking for the court, he's
Yeah.
looking for the hand.
Yeah.
Sporters takes the lead, 6-5. What do they do with the free ball? Same thing, and he goes off court. Good set from Julius, but Malik hits it off court. Six apiece between OBB and Sporters. Elijah goes to serve. Easy. Off the block from Mark.
Yeah, so easily would have been.
Contentious?
Yeah, a bit, because he was off balance when he tried to play that
Yes,
ball.
true. Elijah is just jumping and passing the ball over.
And that, for me, that is much better than him punching it in the net.
Oh, yeah, true. That's better, true.
You start from there and then build.
You pick a rhythm.
Yeah, so that what he's doing is the right thing to do.
And if
For
you
him.
notice, he's even tossing it now higher.
Yes. I think he had us say something.
You can see he has even accelerated.
Yes.
Off the block from Kilama, though I thought.
Yeah, he
I thought
just
was
pushed
going
it.
to process it.
Push it
And
down.
the block of Nathan diverted it because the libero Sharif had moved,
Yeah.
trying to pick the dump if it were a tipped ball. 7 spotters, 7 OBB.
What a match.
Smashed. On
Smash,
by
smash, a
Ivan
big
Ogogo.
smash. Yeah, down the line. And 3-meter attack. You look at him, the animal in him is.
He feels it.
Yeah.
And now Salva comes to the front court.
Yeah.
With Nathan serving for OBB.
I thought their energy level would have dropped, but they're still
Yes,
fighting the
yes,
same.
true.
Yes, the
Expected it. It has come finally.
Yeah, it came
Long
from
overdue, but
yeah, but at least we've seen it.
yes.
Yeah, we setters feel nice about that. We feel we are contributing to the attack.
You feel like you've simplified. But I think for that, the players who are supposed to be covering the 3-meter line should begin from there by the time the setter is contacting the ball,
yeah.
and then be able to move out when it is set out.
The starting position.
Exactly. Clever play by Emma.
Yeah, he didn't even have to block that.
Exactly.
Yeah, but very wise, Emma, very good from a difficult situation, and also credit to Julius for setting it up in that manner,
Yes.
because the serve was quite good by Okare Nathan, and it got JB in 6s and 7s.
Yes. 8 spotters, 9 OBB. He has scored. He has
Max
scored.
coming in is relieving Elijah,
Yes.
giving Elijah time to rest a bit, recover, and I think it's good for
Very
for
good.
OBB,
Very good for them.
because he was receiving and attacking, and that was good. That it was good for them, but he was going down eventually.
No block touch.
Yeah, straight out, looking for the block. On another day, the setter would have tried to join it for a team.
Yes, true. That was a good.
And very nicely too.
Yes. Spotters needs to keep in within range. They don't need to let OBB pull up. OBB seems to break away when Salva comes to the front court.
Yeah.
Carried by
Mark.
Scrappy, a little scrappy.
Yeah.
From,
Yeah, Mark.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
Salva
carried the
blocked,
ball.
but Mark wasn't too ready for it,
Yes.
and then he just dragged the ball.
He wanted to at
Scrappy.
least touch it,
Yeah.
but ended up 10, 11. Good serve from Julius. Whoa, 3-man block. Good block.
Yeah.
Thorn joined, and actually Ivan had tried to go the deep diagonal,
Yeah.
and Thorn's block came and covered that zone, and they were able to block it.
Yeah,
Good field
11
block.
or I don't think the serve is too good, but it's caught Elijah, like I just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's caught Elijah wanting.
Good momentum, picked by Spotters, good cover.
Yeah.
Credit to Julius, the service doesn't seem so hard, but he's eliminating Salva
Salva
from
from
the
the
attack,
equation.
which is very good. It's helping Spotters position the block out,
Yeah.
and they're able to stop
Yeah.
some of the balls out. Julius said he had a good
8-11.
serve.
It was
It was
8-11.
8-11, 12-11. Good dive by And Elijah goes the pipe down the middle and
Yeah.
is able to score.
Yeah, that gives them an option also when he's out of reception, because then Ongom is here in a position that doesn't favor him too much.
Yes, in position 4.
Yeah,
On his left hand.
and Mark is not about to attack the other side,
Yes.
so it just gives them another dimension, especially if Salva is out of the attack.
Yes. 12 apiece. Net fault by Thorn, who acknowledges that he touched.
Yeah.
But it was a good block. At
Yeah.
least he had reached high enough with the ball.
Yeah, and it kept it in so
Yes.
that they in a position that they could actually mount.
Process.
Yes. Out.
Nice reading
Good reading.
by Malik. The ball was going off and
Yeah.
he let it go.
Yeah, and for me, Mark has to do just two things: receive and serve. He has to do those ones very well.
Yes. You can't have him serving off court.
Yeah.
And the same thing, Emma serves
Just out.
just outside
Just
the
by
end line.
whisker.
Missed by whisker.
So, can Salva toss a bit higher and get his serve in?
Because the previous one he actually served it in the net.
Yeah, it's been really
Let's see if
struggling.
he's listening to your instructions.
Yeah, much better.
And Thorn hits the antenna.
Yeah, because the set was completely going out and it was a problem for the setter. But this is also because Thorn is in a position where the setter has to back set,
Yes.
and Malik is the only one open to the outside.
15 OBB, 13 Spotters. Set 4 of this semi-final playoff match between the two teams. OBB leading 2-1.
And leading the fourth after the timeout from Spotters.
That is the first time.
And the
So this time they said
first ball is hit
Yes.
since the first set.
he has, I think, an advantage when he has Nathan on front court.
Yeah,
Eh,
good
and
serve.
he does just that. Scotty, so good fight. I thought he would try to dig it.
On the net,
No, it was a block.
Thorn played the
tried-
first one.
Yes, off the block, so he tried to cover it. Good pass. Simple. Ivan was in position, but he couldn't.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, he had to. Yeah, move maybe
a
one
little
step
forward.
forward.
Yes. And here comes the double substitution we talked about. Warren to serve and Marvin to block.
Similar situation like in the previous set.
Yes, but it's 2 points trailing OBB at 15-17.
Yeah, hopefully OBB has learned from that previous hiccup they had,
Yes.
and they can pull themselves out of it. So, and that's out by Marvin.
He didn't seem ready to attack that ball, and unfortunately he hits it out. Advantage OBB with Elijah going to serve at 18-15.
Oh, big.
Big serve from Elijah at this moment.
Yes, and JB does it again.
And Warren really, he tried, he
Yeah, with the foot,
anticipated with
yeah.
the foot, but unfortunately.
Yeah, but it started with a big serve from Ongom,
No,
and
from
then
Elijah. It was a big serve
oh,
from
Elijah,
Yes.
and but Ongom played the free ball,
Yes, true.
and the libero was there, and the libero left him to play it because otherwise I would have thought, second time out for Spotters,
Spotters?
I'd have thought he would have moved out to get ready to hit his backcourt,
Yes,
and then the libero takes that ball.
very true.
19 OBB, 15
Spotters. Remember, it's a must-win for Spotters if they lose this set. and they lose the game, and that means they are knocked out of the semi-finals at the semi-final stage of the league playoffs. And OBB here for the first time, wanting to qualify for the finals for the first time, and the first time asking. 19 OBB, 15 Spotters. Good attack down the middle from Kilama.
Yes.
We haven't seen much of the middle play from Spotters today, and yet that is one of their strong points.
This is another difficult situation for OBB when Malik goes to serve.
Yes.
Because it's Mark in front.
Yes.
And
Nathan.
yeah.
Good cover by Warren.
Yes, and look at where Kilama is after the block.
I know.
Almost,
Half a
way
meter
off.
off the
Yeah,
court.
and the three of them were there, but yeah.
In the other previous situation, I would have preferred the server to go and serve from position 5 and serve straight down the line to position 1 along that for the backcourt in 1.
Warren had a good defense there.
Yes, that was a good defense from him.
Good serving. Very good serving.
Big service
And
of
he
this
enjoys
particular-
it. He enjoys it.
They needed it. He needs it. And we have John Bosco get out, and Jangwele comes to have his first test of this match.
I think that is rash because John Bosco has been doing a good job.
He has had a good game.
Just one mistake, and if they go to Ojangole, he's not played at all in this game.
Yes.
So, what are the chances? I would go to him if I were Nathan.
And he does just that.
Yeah, and then you see.
Mark hits it into the net. JB had actually come to set, but
Yeah, rather lamely. That
Yes.
was a lame
Attack.
because it was a good set,
yes.
decent enough. So Kilama goes to serve.
What does Spotters have in store for us as the game comes to its ending time for the set?
Oh, big pipe from Elijah.
Wonderful.
Well executed, but through the hands of a team.
Exactly.
The problem is they have to get their hands over the net. If their hands stay still on this side,
Yes.
then it's easy for the pipe to go.
Exactly.
And what OBB is doing is now break.
That's all they need to do now. They have a comfortable lead.
Good defense from JB, but straight over.
Some good energy finally from Emma down the line.
Yeah, he's hit about 2 already. So this is where JB Julius had a couple of serves, and there were no until Elijah scored the pipe in the previous rotation because Salva was out of.
Good service from Julius. He seemed to hesitate whether the ball was going to land on court, and in due course he made an error of trying to receive it sideways.
Yeah, I don't know why the coach of OBB is still holding on to his timeouts.
True, sure.
Because he has 2, he has not used any.
Yes, he hasn't used any.
Yeah, and they managed to
through the block,
scrape
that is Salva.
through. Yeah, and Salva is somewhere close to. OBB is 2 steps close to making it to the maiden final
True, very
of the
true.
National Volleyball League.
2 points, 23-19.
Good serve.
Good service from Mark. Middle. Expected.
Yeah, there's no chance. And that's what I was saying. So Ojangole passes it and it goes over. That's his second feel of the ball. Overpass, and JB makes no mistake. He goes to his guy, Salva, the man of the moment.
No hesitation, no question. The
Yeah.
block was there, but he knew he would score.
5 match points for
OBB to
OBB against Sport S.
Sport. Good defense. Oh, unfortunately, there was a net by
Ongom, yeah.
Acknowledges.
This is very good sportsmanship.
Yes,
It's
very
normally very bad blood between these ones,
Yes,
but it's good sportsmanship. So Alan comes to serve. He has a good serve as
yes,
well.
he does. Yes,
Very
he
good
does.
serve. Salva wants the ball. He's
Yeah,
throwing his hands up and
he's going down the middle. If the pass is good, he's going to put it in the middle.
I think if his pass is good, he'll go to Elijah.
No, he's going to go to the middle.
Okay, let's wait and see.
He's going to
Ongom.
of course.
And killed by
OBB.
Ongom. He raises his arms up. They jump in celebration, in jubilation.
They are really happy. Their
Yeah.
first time asking, and they have been able to make it to the finals of the National League Volleyball League.
And all credit to Sporters for
Yes.
making a fight of this competition. It was very hard for them.
Yes.
Yeah, but they really fought and made a good match of it.
Yes.
And well, the Sporters fans are of course very disappointed,
Yeah.
but it's very.
And
Yeah.
sportsmanship from the two teams. Very good game we've had between.
Yeah, and
Sporters
I like the
OBB.
way the first ref and the second ref have handled the match.
Yes.
Very consistent, very stable, and yeah, it's a well-deserved win.
Yes.
It could have gone 3-0.
Yes.
Yeah, they were a bit complacent, but they learned from it very quickly.
And they were able to
Yeah,
adjust and
yeah. And
can
the
say-
OBB girls join in the celebration.
jubilation.
Yeah,
And
that's
interesting final so far that we have. We know OBB versus Nemo.
yeah.
We'll
Game
meet
on,
yes,
yeah.
game on for the final for the
Yeah.
men.
The Sporters ladies, after watching such a tough match for their men, have to pick themselves up and try to do something.
Yes, sure.
They
because,
have to fight because after winning the first set, it was very hard in the next one for
Yeah.
them. In the next 3 sets for them, they have to go and pick. They have to really mentally be strong and
Yes.
challenge BBC. BBC are already getting themselves in the mood.
Yes.
As you can see, they're warming up.
Spotters, yes, they are.
As you can see, they're already they're getting themselves in the mood. In contrast, the Sporters
still-
ladies are still in the stands.
And
Yeah.
they're just getting up right now and going to start the warm up.
Yeah, I'd also like to say that Julius came and did a very good job.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Malik played for me. He did what he was supposed to do
Yes,
at his capacity, and he did it very well
true.
for Sporters. And those are Malik and Julius, for me, were the really outstanding players for Sporters.
Yes,
But for OBB, yeah, it was. It's yeah. You could pick Salva, you could pick Ongom, you could pick JB the setter.
Yes.
You could also pick Elijah, because
his role, yes,
he
he-
did a good job. The libero was immense for them.
very
He
true.
defended when he had to and very well.
Yes.
Mark came in and closed the loopholes that Rajab was exposing of the team.
And this is what we said earlier on. What do your bench players? What are they going to
What-
come and add? to
Yes,
the
what
game?
did they bring to the
they
party?
change?
Yes.
So it was good for OBB that Mark was able to come and change the game.
Yeah.
On the other side, also credit to Thembo, John Bosco. He had fairly good game, or maybe towards the end when he had that one error and was taken off, but he was fighting for the team, especially on the backcourt, not giving up on the ball, keep the ball up, and give your team another chance to be able to make and process that point.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course Malik has been playing the last 3 or 4 sets. I think he started the game.
Yes, he
So
did.
he's played the whole match entirely. And now he has to brace himself to be on the bench of the girls as the head coach.
As the
for
head
girls.
coach, true.
Yeah. But our dear viewers, we hope you've enjoyed this match. And we will have a short break and then come back for the last game of the day between BBC and Sportes Women for the semi-finals of the National League, where BBC have a lead of 3-1 in the first game, and we hope we will have a fantastic match.
Yes, we sure will.